English is comfortable for everybody, or somebody need translation? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, thank you for coming here despite of this incredibly good weather, and it's a sign that art is a very important value for all of us, and we could come despite of everything. And my name is Kate Finkelstein. I'm curator and artist, and we organize this project and exhibitions with Vera Gailis, so it's also a curator, and with the great support of Mazeh. It's a beautiful place. We support different cultural and social initiatives for young adults in Tel Aviv, and not just in Tel Aviv as we see now, because we are from different cities. So, and I talk a bit about what's going on here, and I hope some artists who are also here now, or authors, will tell their stories too, and we could talk about this. So first of all, what is the first moment which started this project? It was the hard time of the war with Iran, which we had that summer, and at that time, where most of us were on the miklats and in the not normal state, it was hard time for all of us. I came up with the idea that we should do something different, something proactive, not just hide from alarms and so on. And we talked with Vera, and Vera supported the idea, and we suggested to hi, shalom, and we suggested to the art community take part in this open call. It's called Miklat Art, and what artists should do, they should hi, welcome, thank you for coming.
רועי, אנחנו נגיע לזה ועוד פעם תספר לנו את הסיפור.
בטח.
Okay. And we suggested to artists to take the art to miklats, mamads, and all other shelters, and make this place like a small exhibition, like an art place, documented by photo, video, and sent to us. And we supported them with sharing to everybody. So art community took this idea very enthusiastic. Yes, it was important to make a step from this free state when you every day expecting something bad, and do something beautiful, something maybe a bit usual, to make an exhibition, to make an art, to share with your neighbors your beautiful stories by art. So it was a start, and then we started to think what we could do more with this, because the response of art community was quite really active. A lot of artists participated and so on. So, and we asked our colleagues how they could maybe support this initiative. Maybe we should create an exhibition after this. And the Merkazim Tzedek Center decided to support us. And then they made connection with Mazeh, and they also decided this is a good idea. But what we missed here is young Tel Avivians. Because the project was really huge. The artists from Beersheba, from Kfar Masarik, from different parts of Israel took place, because what they had to do is just put art inside Miklat and send us photo. And every Israeli could participate in this, so it was really easy. And then we asked young Tel Avivians to share stories about what is a safe place for them during this wartime, which we have been experiencing quite a long already. And what we have now, we have three parts of the project here. This part is young Tel Avivian stories, different. Yeah, about what is safe place now, and we could see here if Tinder is a safe place or not, And for example, what parts of Tel Aviv or what people could be safe place. Also, we could think a bit big about what is a safe place for us now. That part. So here, you could see this photo documentation of art in different shelters. And you know, when I see this wall, I feel like shivering because I try to imagine this project in other country. So where you could see so many art in shelters, for example.
Maybe in Ukraine.
Yeah, maybe in Ukraine. Oh yeah, but yeah, this is life during the war and how we adapt to this state and how we continue to create. Because when the war started, this is a question which arises again and again. If we could continue create during the war, so what's the role of artist? What's the role of curator during the war? What's the role of
Young people during the war.
yeah, and different creators. And so what we see here is that what we could do, we could create like alternative space, our own type of safe space between the war, and we could create it by ourselves during providing our art and sharing our art and stories somewhere with somebody. So, and also what we see here is original works which reflect in different ways somehow the situation, how we could feel during all attacks and what's going on here. And so yeah, this is a project, and it's interesting. It's quite big. So more than 80 participants took part here. With stories, with photo documentation, with original works. It's really huge, like biennale. And everybody shouldn't like see and understand every picture, every story, but you could choose your way, how to follow, how to explore what resonates with you. Maybe you choose one photo, maybe one story, maybe something else. I see here some artists who is from this part of exhibition, because we have this part of exhibition Z and also upstairs, and we could also explore it. And from this part, who would like to share your stories or speak a little bit about your art? If English is not comfortable for you, you choose your language and we'll translate, don't worry. Okay?
רועי, הילד.
כן. טוב. קודם כל, האמת שאני אשמח אם מישהו פה יכול טיפה להסביר לי את כל ההסברים האלה באנגלית, זה בקצרה, בגדול. בעברית פשוט, קשה לי קצת לעקוב אחרי כל כך הרבה באנגלית.
אני אתרגם לך אחר כך.
אוקיי.
בסדר?
טוב, אז מה, להציג את העבודה שלי?
כן, כן. את הסיפור, למה דווקא את התמונה הזאת.
את זו.
כן, ומי זה הבן אדם, ולמה בחרת.
זה מי שיושב איתי פה.
כן.
זה מי שיושב איתי גם פה. שהוא דני, החבר הכי טוב שלי מגיל ילדות, כמו אח בשבילי. זה שאני אומר. אני והוא מכירים ממש מגיל 10 בערך, אפילו 8. אנחנו מכירים 20 שנה. אני בחרתי בתמונה הזו כי זה בעצם עוגן עבורי בשני היבטים. קודם כל, החברות ביני לבין דני היא עוגן עבורי, ולמעשה מרחב מוגן. מרחב מוגן, כן. החברות שלנו היא מרחב מוגן עבורי, ראשית, כל, בתמונה הזו. אבל הדבר השני, שהוא גם לא פחות חשוב, זה המקום, שהוא גם סוג של מרחב מוגן עבורי, היה ועדיין. בזמן המלחמה אני באתי לשם המון, זה אחד המקומות האהובים עליי בתל אביב, כיכר ביאליק, מי שמכיר. אני מבקר שם המון, יש שם את מוזיאון העיר ואת בית ליבלין גם, בית פליציה בלומנטל ובית ביאליק. ויש שם הרבה בתי קפה שאפשר לשבת בהם, לעבוד נגיד עם לפטופ קצת כמו שיש פה נגיד. אז גם פה אגב אני מאוד מרגיש בבית, אני חייב לומר, אבל שם כאילו זה אווירה מאוד מאוד אחרת, וכן, יצא שבאתי לשם המון בזמן האחרון, ואני גם בא לשם המון לכל מיני אירועים וכאלה, ואם אפשר אני אקריא טיפה מפה. בתמונה שבחרתי מצולמים חברי הטוב דני ואני, צילמתי אותנו בשלט רחוק עם טיימר, בזמן שהמצלמה שלי הונחה על חצובה. התמונה הייתה ניסיון במקור עבור פרויקט אחר שעשינו, פרויקט תערוכה אחר. האמת שזה, אם אפשר לספר בקצרה על זה, בקצרה, על הפרויקט האחר.
כן, כן.
אם לא מפריע. הפרויקט האחר שלי היה תערוכה של חבר'ה על הרצף, שעוסקת בחיים שלנו. זה היה תערוכה שהוצגה במסגרת פסטיבל הצילום הבינלאומי למי שמכיר. הקול הקורא השנה היה פתוח סגור פתוח, שפירושו הקול החבוי והפנימי של כל אמן וצלם. עכשיו, בגלל שאני על הרצף גם, רציתי לחשוף את הזהות שלי בתערוכה שעשיתי שם, ולגעת בנושא הזה בתור נושא אישי. ולכן החלטתי לצלם אותי לצד חבריי ולצד עוד אנשים שהגיעו אל הפרויקט הזה, וככה עשינו תערוכה של פורטרטים שם, שגם היו פורטרטים בסטודיו וגם למעשה כל משתתף בחר מקום שמאפיין אותו. אני כמובן בחרתי את זה. גם בתערוכה רואים אותי שמה, אבל אותי לבד, כי בתערוכה זה הכל לבד. זהו, אז באמת לתערוכה חשבתי לשלוח את התמונה הזו כדי גם להראות את החברות ביני לבין דני, אבל כאילו בתערוכה זה היה יותר באמת כל מצולם לגופו, והאוצרת ככה החליטה ללכת על קו אחיד, ולכן זה פחות התאים, אבל אז ראיתי את הקול הקורא שלכם והרגשתי שזה יכול להתאים מאוד לפה.
אני רוצה להגיד עוד משהו, רועי, כשאתה תסיים וכשנסיים הכל, אתה מוזמן לו ללכת ולדבר איתי כמה דקות בהקשר לתערוכה, כי זה מאוד מתחבר לפרויקטים אחרים שאנחנו עושות עם קייט.
לתערוכה של מה? של החברה על הרצף?
כן, כן. אולי אנחנו נוכל להציג את זה עוד פעם בצורה אחרת
אני גם אדבר על זה עם אבא שלי שעזר לי להפיק אותה. דרך אגב, חוץ ממנו יושב פה עוד מצולם אחד מהתערוכה, שהוא גם ידיד מאוד טוב שלי, אהוד שפייזר, שבא לבקר אותי. והגיעו לפה גם המשפחה שלי, סבתי ובעלה ורונה, אחותי, מצד האבא. תודה. וזהו.
בראבו! איילת, אבל אני רוצה שתשתפי אותנו עם האלבום שלך ביד, שנראה. Окей. Кому-то нужен перевод вкратце того, что рассказывал Руи? В двух словах Руи рассказывал, что на фотографии он со своим лучшим другом, и что эту фотографию он снимал для другой выставки, где он, как сам парень на спектре, снимал тоже своих друзей аутистов, и как бы там как бы случилась эта фотография, потом он почувствовал, что она подходит тоже и сюда, потому что его друг и это место в Тель-Авиве, это его как раз то место, где он себя хорошо и безопасно чувствует. אז איילת, את גם דברי או שבאנגלית או שחופשי ואני אתרגם אותך.
Okay, so I draw this picture, and it's a photo of that someone put on Tinder, and this is his text. In the army, there are a lot of men that try to give them to get more credit for they have because they have a safe space at home. So I just
You mean in the wartime, like
Yeah.
when it's dangerous, so they are.
They have miklat at home and stuff like that. Or they doing or they do miluim, so we have to take care of them because of the situation.
Okay. I want to add that Ayala told me before this that she is making big project also like Roy, that it's not just the one picture. She have the full book and even more, and she also connected. She's collecting the profiles of some strange people from Tinder and not just from Tinder, and drawing them to show something about people.
Yeah.
Something that she is noticing.
What kind of image they ציוטינדר. אני הולכת להוציא חוברת כזאת. ציוטינדר. אתה הולכת להוציא חוברת? יש גם לבן.
Ola, do you want to share?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
And also I would like to
מה זה
add,
האלבום?
so when I saw this picture and your story, you know, it's very strange, but I felt very happy. Then, you know, other safe issues is still important during the wartime. So life is keep going, and yeah, it was really good, like to feel like more normal. And I was happy about you that you took care about this and this not safe time. So thank you.
מה זה האלבום הזה? אפשר לשאול?
זה ציורים של בחורים מטינדר והטקסט שלהם.
של מה?
של גברים בטינדר באפליקציות היכרויות והטקסט שהם כתבו.
יפה.
מה שאנשים כותבים בפרופיל.
כן. תכף נשים או אנשים? גברים, כאילו לא.
Okay, I'll do it in English. And here is my photo. And even though, like, sometimes I introduce myself as a photographer, I'm not really proud of this photo in terms of photography. This one. Not really proud of it in terms of photography, but it really matches the topic and the story. I also, like, this photo also participated in one more exhibition, the home exhibition of Kate Finkelstein. But here I thought that I cannot make something more relatable than this one, because this is the door of my room, and it's my first flat in Israel after Aliyah. And even though I knew it's temporary, but I tried to make it as cozy and as safe for me as possible. And I wanted to show it and to share about it, but which part of the room to show, I had a question, and this is the answer. This is not just door, the inside part of the door from my room, but also it's an exhibition itself, you can call it, because there are little postcards and photos and letters from all over the world, and this brings me to the idea that, first of all, it's like very small room, but it brings me to some memories of different countries and different cities which are connected here, so I can extend this safety from my small room to the whole planet, basically. And yes, I think that's it.
So with these small things, this first home became your fortress to feel safe in Israel.
Yes.
Okay, bravo, Ola. Okay, Kate, we continue, go to the second floor.
Yeah, I would like to add something about what we see here. So we could follow some images very easily, I guess. We could relate to this. For example, this work, it calls Sleepy Lions. Yeah, you know,
Oh,
we all could remember how we felt during Iranian war. It was, yeah. But for example, this project is very special. Yes, it's sketches of Mamad's mural for artists who were commissioned to make all of this, how it calls,
Migunit.
Migunit, more beautiful and cozy in Naria and some other places. Whereas when they got this Migunits, it was, you know, very ugly. It was just concrete boxes, and it looked quite depressive. And municipality of Naria asked this artist to create something for people, and now it became like a cultural site to show in Naria all these Migunits. It became something beautiful. Yeah, and it's interesting. It's interesting moment of how art could transform spaces of fear and anxiety to cultural sites. You know, it's very interesting. And also about this project, it calls fragility of power. And the artist, she created this mask from the legend of Judith and Holofernes as a symbol how something powerful could be also fragile. So, and she made a photo in Miklat herself in this mask. It's very interesting symbolical dialogue with the history and with what we experience here. Okay. So, and yeah, it's comfortable here, but let's go there.
To the other part of the exhibition, לחלק הבא.
טוב. נמצא לכם.
So please, you could, for most of them, you could easily realize there is kind of metaphor of woods like in a safe place, or this one is a cage, because what we experience here is not all the time about freedom, but about something else. Also, here you could take a look later, is a book research about the architecture of this type of buildings like Migunits, Mikladim, and the same, by one researcher, and she will provide a lecture in the end of exhibition on finissage. There's also interesting small sculptures. For example, you know, it's absolutely genius. It's like small toy about our life in shelters. So it's we're starting to play with this. And this one, you could see this sculpture and the photo. It's also very valuable for us because the artist herself, she's quite old now, and her name is Tamar Hirschel, and she's Holocaust survivor. And now in Israel, she creates work and participate in our project about safe places during the new war. And she also were here on our opening, and was very interesting for us to meet with her and to communicate and to see how art helps her to be alive here and to be very bright. So, okay, and to go upstairs, let's go. This is our second floor of exhibition, and you also could easily follow emotions of artists, which every artist could, you know, what we ask to send any message from Miklat, not just put art, but art with sense. And every artist, what message would like, what's hidden inside me, what I would like to to send to other people. And so we could see our relationships with the home space during the war. And for example, here also, it's you could come closer. It's very interesting collage how like people from different groups of Israeli society meet in Miklat. So I guess every of us, especially who does not have a mamad at home, experience something like this when we could be together and we could feel united somehow at that moment. Can you also come here, please?
Пойдем, заходи. Вон иди вон там, знаешь, вот это было не видеть. Иди вон там, посмотри.
And some works are not only like ourselves, yes, about artists' feelings. For example, this sketch is about a life during the war in the special hostel for low functional adults. An artist works there, and she took these moments and makes sketches about how people in such places could feel and could be during alarms, attacks, because it could be harder for them for some reasons. And we could also start to think how people like in different places could feel at this scary time. So this is about Bella Lipschitz work, and we have one more room. So if you're comfortable,
Those are all. Here is three of serious work. These in all rooms here on the floor. So it was. They were made during. It was the first piece of art that I made after the 7th of October. This war starts. So and it was. All of these works were made about the feeling of some kind of premonition that this is not the whole war, but only the start of something bigger and greater than we experienced through at that moment. And then after this project started, after almost 2 years, year and a half, Kate said that one of the topic of this project was to put your art into Miklat or into another space where you are hiding from these attacks. So I decided to put this one of these pictures there and changed them on our Miklat. It's just a basement in our old house. We have a window on the ground, so from it, and I decided to put it there, and then I made some strange pieces of paper around it with flowers, because I thought that when you are sitting there, you should see not only this premonition, but something else, something that could juxtapose all this situation. Maybe you could see it and change your focus of vision. maybe feel a little bit safer, because I think that that basement is not very safe at all. Yes. So during the Iranian attack, we discovered that there was a window in it because it was broken. So, but some people could see it during this moment. Okay.
So we also could see here one more work by Irina Karataeva, and here is also interesting wall. So what we could see here is ceramics goblets, like for winning something, and this artist, so it's Lucy Bashan-Browne, she lives somewhere on the border with Syria, and she also shared with me when we installed all this that they also, his family felt not safe and frozen and so on. But these goblets, it's for different emotions which we could experience through this situation. For example, this one for to be exhausted. This one to be worried, scared, denial, angry, and we are fucked. So it's very, it looks very cozy, but so artists put really hard feelings and let them out by creating this work. And for example, about these Chinese graphics, so it was very interesting because artist Ilana Schechter, she sent us photo when she put a lot of such type of paintings with their, help me, sosna на английском, pines, yes, with pines, on these plastic white chairs in the shelter. It was like a small forest. And we asked her why pines, what she would like to say. And she told us that this tree is very resilient tree. It could grow in very hard environment. Yeah, and for her it's simple how to keep going during the hard times. So, and I guess I remember for all my life this picture of these Chinese pines on our Israeli plastic chairs in Miklat. It's very, the best installation ever. And this embroidery work by Tamar Alt. Is Tamar Alt here? No. She also shared with us that like from the start of this war, after 7th of October, she started to make these embroidery works, like to express different range of feelings which could be feel here. And so we would be happy to have it here because we could see like who has animals, that people understand this choice when you see alarm and have 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. What could you do? You should catch your animal and run, and it's difficult. Or you should catch your child and run. Sometimes you can't have both and run. And this moment with with the pets in Miklat is also about choices and about how we care for someone else in the moment of alarm. So this is our journey during the war. As I told on the opening, I hope to stop doing exhibition about the war. I had so much exhibitions about the war already, but I guess it's important for us to share, to reflect, to process what we experience here, and art could help us with this, and these talks and this sharing. So we need it. I need it also. And thank you all for being with me during this story, for sharing stories. And now we